What's up, Royals? Welcome to Tonitra's Garden. If you're new here, I'm Tonitra. Over the weekend, we got a lot of new followers, so I just want to welcome you to the channel and say thank you so much for being here. In today's video, we are going to be sowing tomatoes, peppers, and eggplant. It is time to get the warm season vegetables under grow lights, so that's what we're doing today. I'm going to walk you through the whole process, and after this video, you will be ready to sow your warm season vegetables. So I made some seed starting mix. I like to make my own mix because it's cheaper and I just like to know what's exactly in it. In this mixture, I have peat moss and perlite. I just put a few scoops of peat moss to 1 cup of perlite, and that's how it looks. Okay, so we have our seed starting mix ready to go. I have my containers here. I got these containers off Amazon, so if you're interested, they will be linked in the description box below. I really do enjoy these. I find that my seeds, they sprout pretty quickly when I use these. So these are what we're gonna use today. You're gonna need a Sharpie, your plant labels, and then I have this cool little tool. This is just for like dibbing, making your little holes, and then dispersing your seeds. So this is a cool tool. I'll try to find it on Amazon if I can and link it below. Somebody was asking about it. I thought I'd mention that. That's all we're gonna need to start our seeds. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start with tomatoes first. We're gonna start our early girl tomatoes first because those are the ones I'm most excited for. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have already started your tomato seeds. I feel like I'm a little bit late, but maybe not. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this thing up. My mixture is not wet. I haven't moistened it, and usually I do moisten the mixture before I sow the seeds, but this year I'm gonna try something a little different, and I'm just going to use it dry and then wet the seedlings afterwards. So we're gonna test out something new, but yes, go ahead if you want to moisten your seed starting mix, feel free to do that now. And a little trick that I always like to share when I'm doing this is if you have 2 of the same containers, you can just use another one of the containers to press the mixture down just so that there are no air pockets. You don't want it too tight, but just press it down. And then it's nice and pressed down, and you don't have to go in and individually do it. That's just a little quick tip. So there we have it. I'm not gonna add any more soil because it's pretty high to the surface, so I think that's okay, and I'll just sprinkle a little over top. So let's go ahead and start our early girl tomato seeds. These seeds actually are coated. I've never had coated seeds, so that's different. I'm excited to see how these germinate. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna do 2 in each cell, and we're gonna do them diagonal. Okay. 1 on either side. All right, put the rest in there. I always sow 1,000 tomato seeds, and then I have to give them away at the end of the season. So I'm not gonna sow as many this year. We're gonna try to keep it light. What is today's date? The 4th, 25. Okay, so we've got our early girls in. We're gonna go ahead and cover it up with a little bit of soil. And then we are gonna move on to our next cell. And you don't have to cover them too much, just enough to where they have good contact with the soil. Okay. These things are blending in with the perlite, so I can't really see where they're placed, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got our early girl planted. I'll put that aside. Let's go ahead and do our large red cherry tomatoes. These are older seeds. I'm gonna try the newer ones. I have 2 packs. That means I'm just buying seeds just to buy them at this point. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do 2 in each cell. I might do 3 in each cell for this one since they're old. Okay, so there's that. Put those, no, we're gonna make our label. Large red cherry. I haven't grown these in years, so I'm excited for these ones. They're one of my favorites. I don't know how I got away from them. Okay, we've got our large red cherry. We're gonna go ahead and cover those with some soil. And then for this last one, I'll bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see exactly how I'm doing this. Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna do Roma. These are a determinate variety. I don't do very many determinate varieties in my garden, but I do like a good Roma tomato. Okay, and we're just kind of throwing these seeds in here because they are old seeds that I've had. I haven't planted Romas either in a while, so I hope that they germinate. And then we'll go ahead and cover those. All right, and I'm gonna set these off to the side. Okay, so tomatoes are done. We are gonna go ahead and start on our peppers. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do our little trick. Pat those down. A little bit more in that one. I haven't grown bell peppers in probably like 2 years because I always miss the window to grow them because bell peppers do not like hot weather. So it's always past the time for me to grow them. So we're gonna sow first our non-heat pepper. We'll just call it the non-heat pepper. From Baker Creek, 5. Okay, and I'm gonna do 2 in each cell for this one.
Are the babies asleep?
They are. That's the only time I can get anything done. So I'm over here, they're asleep, trying to hurry up and get this video done. Yes, I'm excited for tomatoes. You'll be getting some when they come in, or if they're over the fence, grab them. Okay, so I just sowed the jalapeno early pepper. So we're gonna go ahead and make our plant marker so we know exactly what we planted. Jalapeno early. All right, and I will be so happy if all of these seeds come up because they're a couple years old. I'm gonna put these down here. Okay, hold on, I forgot one. So we're gonna do the Grand Bell mixed. I almost forgot a whole pepper. Okay. So I'm doing 2 per cell. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then I guess I'm just gonna have to do the eggplant on their own since they're just one variety. I have been procrastinating on sowing these seeds for whatever. No, I know why. Because my seed station is a mess. So I might film a video of cleaning my seed station, getting it cleared off. If you guys would be interested in that video, let me know in the comments down below and I'll film that because it's looking a hot mess, okay? Okay, and these are Grand Bell mixed colors. Okay, so for the eggplant, I'm just gonna use a styrofoam cup. Don't come after me. There we go. I didn't even use the tool. That's okay. Sometimes you just forget you have things. So I poked a hole at the bottom, just one hole. I'm gonna fill her up. And fun fact, I have never tasted eggplant. I know. I think I've tasted zucchini, but I've never tasted eggplant. And I imagine that it tastes very similar to zucchini, but I could be wrong. So I'm excited for eggplant. I'm putting about 5 seeds. I'm gonna put 6 seeds in here just so that we have a good chance. Okay, cover them up. All right, and we're gonna pop that right in there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put these trays into their bottom trays like so. Other one, and then I'm gonna water these in gently. Okay, and I might have to fix a couple of these seeds. That's okay. That watering can is a little bit heavy, but everything else looks good. Okay, and then we're gonna water in our eggplant. All right. Okay, everything is watered in and looking good. I'm curious to see how this goes as far as me not moistening the seed starting mix before I started. I've never done that before, but I see people have success with just dry seed starting mix and then watering everything in after. So I will keep you guys updated on how these germinate and what I think about the difference in the two. I really like these seed starting containers because the tops are big enough for your plant labels. So that really makes me happy that, you know, everything fits nicely. These are gonna go in my room on my grow station under grow lights and probably on a heat mat. And for this little guy, I'm just gonna cover him with some plastic wrap, and that'll help it to keep the moisture in and let it germinate. Well, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure that you give me a big thumbs up. If you're in the market for some seeds or a planting layout for spring, make sure to check out my website, www.tonitrasgarden.com. I'll have it linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, Royals.